Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I am an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIF, and we will be through 2025. In 2026, we will start the KJV. In this video, we are in Genesis. We are in chapter 43, and we are going to do all of chapter 43, which goes to verse 34. So let's jump in. So, the second journey to Egypt. So there's a famine. Pharaoh was given a dream. Joseph translated it. Pharaoh put Joseph in charge of everything, and he collected all the grain everywhere and parceled things out and had enough grain to spare that he could sell to the surrounding regions. Because there was an abundance. God gave an abundance with the intention of making it last. And the intention of it being able to go to the rest of the land too. So people have started to come to Egypt to buy grain directly from Joseph, who at this point has been away from his family at least a decade and looks completely different. But they all look the same because they were older. So they look the same to him. Only his other full brother, because he was the child of Israel and Rachel. There's one full brother, Benjamin. And he's worked it where they have to bring him back. They have to bring Benjamin to him to see him because he has Simeon. And they think Simeon's going to die because they don't know that it's Joseph. So, and Simeon's part of the group that sold him into slavery, so you don't know what he would do. Righteousness has got different definitions in these days, I find. Or, not really. People thought it did, so they behaved as if they had the right, is really more the message I get. The second journey to Egypt, chapter 43, verse 1. Now, the famine was still severe in the land. So when they had eaten all the grain they had bought from Egypt, their father said to him, "Go back and buy a little more food." But Judah said to him, "The man warned us solemnly, 'You will not see my face again unless your brother is with you. If you will send our brother along with us, we will go down and buy food for you. But if you will not send him, we will not go down, because the man said to us, 'You will not see my face again unless your brother is with you.'" So, we're not coming back without Benjamin. Israel asks, "Why did you bring this trouble on me by telling the man you had another brother?" They replied, "The man questioned us closely about ourselves and our family. 'Is your father still alive?' he asked. 'Do you have another brother?' We simply answered his questions. How were we to know he would say, 'Bring your brother down here'?" Then Judah said to Israel, his father, "Send the boy along with me, and we will go at once, so that we and you and our children may live and not die. I myself guarantee his safety for him." So now you've got Judah and Reuben, who have said they will protect him. "If I do not bring him back to you and send him here before you, I will bear the blame before you all my life. As it is, if we had not delayed, we would have gone and returned twice." It's like, they still have Simeon. Then their father Israel said to them, "It must be. Then do this. Put some of the best products of the land in your bags and take them down to the man as a gift. A little balm, a little honey, some spices, and myrrh. Sweeten the pot. Some pistachio nuts and almonds. Take double the amount of silver with you, for you must return the silver that was put back into the mouth of your sacks. Perhaps it was a mistake. Take your brother also and go back to the man at once. May God Almighty, or El Shaddai, grant mercy before the man, so that he will let your brother and Benjamin come back with you. As for me, I am bereaved. So little faith. He just assumes that his son's going to die. So the men took the gifts and double the amount of silver and Benjamin. Also, they hurried down to Egypt and presented themselves to Joseph. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the steward over the house, "Take these men to my house, slaughter an animal, and prepare dinner, for they are to eat with me at noon." Okay. The man did as Joseph told him and took the men to Joseph's house. Now, the men were frightened when they were taken to his house. They thought, we were brought here because of the silver that was put back in the sacks the first time. He wants to attack us and overpower us and seize us as slaves and take our donkeys. Whew. Look at that wonderful conspiracy theory. And why not? It's a valid thing because they don't know what's going on. So, and again, because they know they've done wrong. So they don't know exactly how much God is punishing them. But they're certain that that's what this is. And they're, they're right to be afraid because you shouldn't act that way. But not really. You have little faith. But, maybe it's a little good for their heart. That's why he let it happen this way. So they went up to Joseph's steward and spoke to him at the entrance of the house. "Please, sir," they said, "we came down here for the first time to buy food. But at the place where we stopped for the night, we opened our sacks and found his silver, the exact weight in the mouth of his sack. So we brought it back with us. We also brought additional silver with us to buy food. We don't know who put the silver in our sacks." "It's all right," he said. "Don't be afraid. Your God, the God of your father, has given you treasure in your sacks. I received your silver." Then he brought Simeon out to them. The steward took the men into Joseph's house, but gave them water to wash their feet and provided fodder for their donkeys. And I know this seems weird, but remember, everybody's running around in sandals and it's dusty. Can confirm, living in the desert, if you walk around in sandals and flip-flops, your feet going to get mad dirty. So they wash their feet rather than drag the germs in the house. Yeah. They prepared their gifts for Joseph's arrival at noon when they heard they were to eat there. When Joseph came home, they presented to him the gifts they had brought into the house, and they bowed down before him on the ground. Because remember, he had that dream twice in two different ways. He asked them how they were, and then he said, "How was your aged father you told me about? Is he still living?" They replied, "Your servant, our father, is still alive and well." And they bowed low to pay him honor. Then he looked about and he saw his brother Benjamin, his own mother's son. He asked, "Is this your youngest brother, the one you told me about?" He said, "God be gracious to you, my son." Deeply moved at the sight of his brother, Joseph hurried out and looked for a place to weep. He went into his private room and wept there. After he had washed his face, he came out and, controlling himself said, "Serve the food." Then they served themselves, and the brothers by themselves, and the Egyptians who ate with him by themselves, because the Egyptians would not eat with the Hebrews, for that is detestable to the Egyptians, because they were slave labor. Right? The men had been seated before him in the order of their ages, from the firstborn to the youngest, and they looked at each other in astonishment. When portions were served to them from Joseph's table, Benjamin's portion was 5 times as much as anyone else's, so they feasted and drank freely with him. So they're like, "What is going on here?" And they're later about to find out. Just not quite yet. He likes to eke it out just a little bit more, because they did sell him into slavery. So now he's trying to see, did they learn their lesson? Are they good people, or should I just let them think I'm dead? But he's got the opportunity to find out, and he doesn't want his father to starve to death. And or his nieces and nephews, or any of the rest of that stuff. Because why would you want that? He's not the one who was doing terrible things. He was just a tad bit uppity. They really should have pulled him up from the cistern. Even in, extreme Gen X, if you wanted to be a big old bully world, they should have pulled him off from the cistern.